Lost Media.
Welcome back to TDOC. I am your host, Mr. Wowzer. Back again with my co-host, Marissa. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hello, and KGB. Welcome
Hey, guys.
back.
Glad to have y'all.
And a new co-host, Shaggy. What's up?
What up, everybody?
And no, it's not scripted. So look, we got a paper just to say on script. It's some type of script. Yes, right. So welcome back to the show, you guys. We're at the season finale. I got a special guest that I can't wait to introduce you to on the TDOC Spotlight. We're doing the greatest retailer in California, March Ash. Now, this individual I'm interviewing has dedicated so much time and contributed so much creativity to make March Ash what it is today. This is powered by Cannabis and Lost Media. Now, the guest I'm talking about, you'll find out after this.
Wowzer. I'm on go. Yeah, it's about that. I'm with special guests and we. You know, right after that is by. Oh, God. Hey, you know that it's about that. It's time for our special guest.
Now, who I'm talking about? This person is a cannabis concierge at March Ash. My guy that I met at the beach at a random ass weed party, just walking around. Wowzer! Hello, Peter the freaking plug. Welcome to the show. Really excited to have you on, bro, because we've been talking about this for a while.
Yes.
For a while. So let me go ahead and kick this off, right? San Diego, California?
San Diego, California, born and raised. Did my first 18 here.
Nice.
Yeah.
How was life growing up for you there?
It was boring. I hated it here. This place sucks.
Dang. I'm wearing a San Diego hat, huh?
Yeah, I was not a San Diego kid. I did not, I was surfing. I was like, there's sharks out here. This shit sucks.
You seen a shark out here?
I know that they're out there. They're in the ocean. That's their house.
We got sharks in San Diego?
We got sharks. They're in the ocean. I mean, the ocean is...
It's not rare.
More La Jolla and stuff, but they find out it's not like, you get awareness.
I will fully disagree, and I will show you an Instagram to look at after.
Girl, you put me on the root canals.
Bro, no, for real. I don't go in the ocean. There's the same reason I don't go in a donut shop when I'm high, bro. Like, I just don't fuck with that.
What neighborhood?
I'm just right here. I grew up at the top of 54th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you had a car with a bad transmission, you know my hill.
Yeah.
And then I moved to New York City. I lived there for about 11 years, and I moved to Oregon to get in the commercial cannabis market. I moved to Central Oregon, and then moved out to Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene.
They got some of the most amazing trails out there.
Yes.
The community. You been to Eugene too? Anybody?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eugene, Oregon.
They
bro.
give you weed out there. They just get like, hey, we don't even have weed here. Have my bowl.
They got so much of it then.
What? Beautiful trails.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great glass blowing community out there.
Yeah, glass. Exactly.
Was Oregon your favorite place you lived then?
I would say that region is definitely my preferred climate. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I like that style. I personally prefer the Oregon coast, the Pacific Northwest coast. I did spend some time on Whidbey Island as well. And I love that style, that twilight, hanging out, feeling like a werewolf and shit. But,
right.
There's no money in that, there's no money. So you gotta come down to San Diego where you can
make some money.
So impress
City?
People. What about?
What
about it?
New York City.
What about it?
Where did you live?
I first lived out there. I lived in Brooklyn, at the end of St. James Place on Atlantic Avenue. Shout out to the Biggie fans. If y'all know, then y'all know. But, and then I moved into, I lived on a tiny island off the coast of New Jersey.
Dope.
Yeah. Were you in the cannabis scene out in New York, or was that more when you went to Oregon?
I plead the fifth on that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've been
plead the fifth on
but I mean, I've been in cannabis for over 25 years, so
nice.
Definitely done and seen a lot of things, and very excited to see where the market goes. And of course, the reason that I'm in the commercial market as opposed to the secondary market is because my focus is not so much on making money. Especially since now the commercial market has eradicated the secondary market's ability to make money. But moreover, that, I'm a real big fan of education, minor cannabinoid education specifically. I'm trying to kill D9. Like, D9 is dying and we are the assassins taking it out. Like,
he's been very vocal about education.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to him about the education of it.
Could I ask what's your favorite or current favorite minor cannabinoid? Maybe education.
I mean,
what you're super into.
I'm definitely all about that cannabichromine. I mean, I have a lot of I got a lot of pain. My whole body hurts all the fucking time. And, you know, I mean, definitely, I really like not only its ability to like very, very much help take care of pain, but also like not make me feel tired, not make me feel, not that CBD does that, but it is harder to find better minor cannabinoid profile stuff in California than in other states. So I import a lot of oil from other states.
Okay.
And I found that since I added in the CBC oil from East Fork Cultivars, shout out.
Nice.
But since I've added that into, it's just changed things in so many ways, especially
for
like
that.
my sciatic pain.
Oh,
So
sciatica,
shout out to this.
I have
Shout out to the
felt
couch
that.
potatoes.
That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, boo.
Shout out to the
CBA
couch potatoes.
is my current jam.
Yeah, THCV. That's definitely going to be really popular and really big.
Yeah.
And I, you know, I was actually just talking to Tommy at Yada Yada about bringing that flower back, getting some of that flower in, and you know, I was very aggressive, and I was able to, you know, I think sway, because I think a lot of people look at minor cannabinoid flower like CBD, CBG, CBC, THCV, like that flower from a growers or, you know, brand perspective, right? You're going to look at that and you're going to be like, well, who's going to pay money for this eighth of like weed that doesn't taste good and like they don't know what the high is like and everything like that? And I'm like, no, you're not thinking about it properly. Like all that minor cannabinoid stuff is fries and shakes to the burger that the person already bought, right? The person already bought the eighth. That's the burger. The THCV, the CBG, the CBC, you're adding that in. That's for people that aren't, also, they're not looking for numbers, right? They're looking for terps. They're chasing effects. They understand that, like, I can go into any shop and buy any eighth and get high.
Curating your experience.
Exactly.
Check out Farm Cut. They really Pink Boost Goddess.
Emerald
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah, the Emerald Spirit CBG.
It's
Yeah.
Emerald Spirit, and
Yeah.
they have the best THCVA that I've had, and I smoke that myself because I believe in the history of what they've got going on. They're a family-owned business. They're sun-grown. I do believe in the power of the sun. I'm not opposed to light, but I do believe in the power of the sun. And the THCVA keeps me from eating everything in my kitchen at 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
which is super helpful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's the thing, too, is that, like, a lot of people, they're like, oh, it doesn't give you munchies. And I'm like, you just got to wait. Like, it's going to give you munchies. Like, it's a muscle relaxer, but like,
go to bed.
you gotta just like, you gotta figure out, you gotta race it. Yeah.
Against the time. Yeah, but that's my preferred at night, because then I can get high and chill with my dog.
And
Very
to
much
speak
chilling
about
with
your
you.
dog, right?
Yeah.
Caleb, easy killer.
So, Peter, could you walk us through the public perception of cannabis at the time of your youth when you were growing up?
Well, I mean, I was young, so definitely I didn't have that nuance of a thing. 215 was popping, though. Like, that was kind of a thing that for me, growing up in high school, it was very different because I had friends that were older, like, you know, 10 years, up to 10 years more older than me. So they had there was a lot more perspective on it. And, like, I think I was one of the few kids that was, you know, in high school and understood that their brain was still developing, right? I didn't think that I was, like, a grown-up. And so there was a lot of that sort of like, yeah, you can smoke weed, you can drink, but like you're going to be dumber. Like, so you shouldn't. But then, you know, you turn 18 and you move to New York City and you start buying weed. You start buying big ass bags of weed. But I mean, the perception, I think, especially growing up in San Diego, right? You know, and like having hippie parents for the most part and being, you know, growing up in the First UU church. What's up? Shout out to my youths. But yeah.
What is it? For those of us that don't know.
So anybody that's on any religion, you can kind of go into. So like I was raised Wiccan, but we could still go to UU church around people with different religions.
Believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
It's called UU.
Unitarian Universalism is
thank you. I have no idea.
Is the thing.
Okay.
But it's very cool, and being involved in that youth program as well, being around other like older youth and younger youth, and sort of being empowered to make mistakes, right? And like, I think that at the time of that, cannabis was barely getting seen as something that could be used medicinally, right? But it was still focused on like, get stoned so you don't get in pain, right? That was still the focus.
Because people were connecting that, like, okay, for some reason, when I do smoke,
Yeah.
I
I mean, that's the thing. People
I
are
heard
like,
that from Marshawn Lynch personally too.
yeah, people come in the shop and they're like, well, what's the best weed for pain? And I go, fucking all of it. Like smoke weed, you're gonna feel better.
whatever
Like
works
that's
for you.
what
Yeah.
that's why this shit's been here forever. Like the plant medicine exists not just because of like the amazing ability of plants to like survive, but like there are people that get involved with them, like myself and like a lot of people in this room who are like, no, I'm not living without this. I don't give a fuck
I
what
literally like
I
that.
gotta do.
Yeah, I'm literally like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's culturally too, because I'm Jamaican half. Like, that's a big, like, of course, as you know Caribbeans, right? That's a really big deal because the way you smoke it too is not. It's you get it right to get the enlightenment. So
Yeah.
one episode we will talk about it more, listeners, and for compliance, right? This is Peter's view.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just make
My
it clear.
views,
It's
yes.
in his opinion what works for him.
Yes.
He's not stating it works for everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
I do not represent March and Ash, Canna Crab. they definitely want me saying that. Yeah.
I had a
Thanks for the shirts.
conversation, speaking of the Caribbean, with Sakara of she was talking about St. John
Okay.
and St. Thomas and St. Croix legalizing, and we got into this dope conversation about how there's a lot of growers on those islands that grow their own, but they also grow their own tobacco leaves. So when they're rolling blunts, they're rolling their own tobacco leaves that are growing in the backyard along with the cannabis.
Right.
And it's just such a different experience
For
than
sure.
anything you're going to get, even in California. And
For sure.
California is king. I don't think anybody would argue that.
I mean,
but
let's say it like this.
the
Right?
Caribbean,
Right, that's a whole different country.
there's a whole different just set of standards, you know?
For sure. And honestly, I believe personally that it is the weather out there that makes it so terpene rich. Like,
That
for
humidity.
sure. For sure. It'll hit 90 out there and it'll feel
We were just
like
discussing
130.
humidity, and I'm here for it.
girl. I'm not. Look,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm from Missouri originally, and it's very, very humid there. Lived in Texas. It's incredibly
it's
humid.
humid.
It's
Yeah.
hot. It's you don't want to leave the air conditioning.
I love it.
Yeah.
Nah. So, do you remember the first moment that piqued your interest in cannabis? I'm very curious about that.
Yeah. I was at the library in New York. I was high as shit, and I just was looking at books about drugs and mushrooms and LSD and like.
What time is this though? Like, give me a.
This is
'cause
the
I'm a
year
visualizer.
2000.
Okay, right
This was
before
in
9/11.
the year 2000.
Right before
Yeah.
9/11. Yeah, that was a
Yes.
great year.
It
That
was
great
a
year.
fuck it, bro. If you were
Well, I was a
me,
kid.
bro.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Bro, that shit was insane, bro.
Yeah.
The moment that piqued my interest with cannabis was
2000,
But no,
right.
yeah, I was in
New
the
York
library. I would spend a lot of time in the public library system in New York City, and San Diego. But yeah, I just came across a book and it started talking about the endocannabinoid system and Ed Rosenthal's books, and just kind of kept flipping through books, and I was like, oh shit, like my body makes CBD. Like, whoa, my body makes CBG. Oh, CBG. You know, and the thing that really tripped me out about cannabis and got me like, yo, I got to meet growers, I got to get involved with the plant, was actually reading about raw juicing cannabis. And that was on like, bro, this is, shout out to GeoCities. So if you're old enough to know what GeoCities is, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I was on somebody's blog and they were talking about it, and I was just like, oh, this is like this shit is a medicine. This is a holistic medicine that people are, fucked up. People are fucking it up.
Well, that's why you tell the people that go to SDSU and young people that are in their 20s, like, this is not going nowhere, because you have a more medicinal view of it. Now, I do want to ask this. Even though it's being used recreationally, like you said before, if you're using it, it's going to do something to you anyway. Whether you just want to get high or whatever, it's intentional what cannabis is going to do to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to go with this?
And I would say too, to that point, right? I wouldn't say that getting high isn't a holistic use of of cannabis, right? And also I would say a lot of that, like, about what getting high, right? I go home and I smoke weed. You spend all day posting to Instagram hoping somebody's going to like your story. You spend all day on Twitter. You spend all day on social media chasing that high. You spend all day at your job trying to make more money, chasing that high of success. Everybody chases a high, but some of us are cool with being like, yeah, I like getting high on weed. If you like getting high on capitalism, say you like getting high on capitalism. That shit makes me sick. You know what I mean? I don't drink and I don't like fucking with capitalism. I can't get away from capitalism.
Well, yeah, it's embedded. It's
embedded, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, that shit doesn't get me high, right? That shit makes me feel bad.
Right.
And so what people come in, they're like, what's going to get me the highest? And I was like, bro, get kissed by your baby child. Like, you want to get high, go volunteer. That's a fucking high.
So would you
go ahead, go about that.
So would you agree that the human body and cannabis have a great chemistry of duality together?
I mean, yes. I mean, that's the science.
It sounds like what
Yeah.
you were already talking about with like my body makes CBN and other cannabinoids, and we all do have a cannabinoid system.
Yeah.
I do like what you're talking about is like people ask me all the time when I say I'm in the cannabis industry, they're like, oh, well, you know, I used to smoke, and then they're trying to like justify that they don't smoke anymore. And it's like, everybody needs to listen to their own body, you know?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we might be all day, every dayers, but like, I'm not going to hate on or discriminate anybody that's once a month, once a time, or they're like, you know what, I need to take a couple years break. It's like you all need to listen to your body. And also what you're talking about is like, man, I used to work at a dispensary and people coming in looking for the highest THC.
Right.
But once you get more into it, you start to look for the other factors and the other cannabinoids.
Yeah.
You see I think the gummy industry is a great way to point out is it used to all just be THC, Delta, or distillate and everything. And now you go into a shop and it's almost all different cannabinoids, rosin, and really steering. So I think the more that we use it, we're finding, you know, it's not a miracle drug like everybody used to talk about. We're finding the different aspects of it that help with different things, and we're focused more on that. And so even though the people still come in looking for the highest THC, I think the more they're using it, they're getting more educated because of the
right. Because not to cut you off, because respectfully, if it is somebody's first time, let them go through what we went through the first time. When I first smoked weed, I was not thinking about what it does to my body. I liked being high. I know everybody else in the hood that was like that as well. That was the escape. And then when the more you smoke it, you start figuring out like, okay, I had a headache, I smoked this, and then it just went away. Wait a minute, why did it do that?
But also, if you're a bud tender, don't put them on the high shit. Like if it's their first time, be like, guide them. Like if they come in, it's my first time. Here's some low end stuff. Like I don't need to give you. I'm not gonna give you 1,000 milligrams. All that.
Well, we all have a responsibility, really, because we all are in the industry in some capacity, and we all have a responsibility to start, you know, keep educating away from this. Give me the cheapest thing with the highest THC. Like that's not really, that's
and then
for
the streets
a good
got
time,
fake
not
too.
a long time.
Hello. I mean, they pushing fake weed. You know, they're pushing fake weed in New York. They like sprayed weed.
I mean,
they like sprays. Hey, look at you.
I'm definitely. I'm not
go to
crazy.
any session LA and you're gonna get the craziest spray packs.
I mean, people not to defend spray packs in any way or any capacity, right? I'm not going to defend spray packs at all. Fuck them. I hate them. Fuck them. But let's not forget that Steezy.
Right, there you go.
There are some brands out here.
There you go.
That some lifestyle cannabis brands that are messing up the lifestyle.
Yeah.
They are the antithesis of the lifestyle. They are completely against what we're trying to do. And those are the spray packs to be mad at. Don't be mad at the street. Don't ever get mad at the street, because the street's going to do what it needs to do to survive, and the street's always going to innovate. The street's always going to bring out the new shit. But the street's always going to, at the end of the day, feed the consumer with the cash. And the consumer with the cash is not the consumer that's trying to get educated. They're trying to find the best bang for their buck.
Yeah.
Now, what I tell people constantly is, yeah, you can buy a quarter of some shit that is swaggy and not awesome, and it's cheap. Or you could spend $10 more on this eighth and smoke a half a gram of it and be higher for longer and better than you would be on a gram and a half of that. Mm-hmm. So where's the value, right? If I have a dope dynamic high and afterwards I feel great, that's pretty valuable to me. Whereas if I smoke something a little bit cheaper and I have a worse high and I feel like shit after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. So what inspired your decision to work for March and Ash?
Mary Jane, the person. Yeah.
She's a beautiful girl, ain't she?
That person, that's one of the most phenomenal people on the planet, and all y'all better be glad that they do not have. That's like one of those people that, you know, you look at the spectrum of drive and ambition, and you're like, oh damn, if that just got turned up like a little bit more, you would be president. Like,
very true.
It's really hard to find somebody with integrity, and it's really hard to find somebody who's like a loud advocate for personal integrity and like just general integrity. And having worked in the service industry for almost 30 years now, I met so many stupid people. So when I do meet somebody that's impressive, you know, it's especially, you know, it's just amazing. So I was very excited to be with them, to get to work with them. And try to, you know, not make them look too bad. Sorry about that, you know. You know, I know those, you know. But yeah, they're super gangster. And then, of course, I like the union protection. And I like not being, I like being able to tell the truth to consumers.
Right. Especially when it comes to education.
Yeah.
Right. When it's valuable here.
Yeah.
For sure. Very. Wait. Oh, my Palm Pilot. Hello? No, I'm going to pay it now. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, that was Cannabis calling my Palm Pilot.
Oh, yeah.
We got to pay some bills, but we'll be right back after this. Wowzer.
Their brand. Cannabis award-winning brand portfolio is the convergence of industry expertise, cutting-edge technology, and the belief that cannabis has the power to transform lives for the better. California's most robust brand portfolio offers hundreds of cannabis products masterfully crafted by leading cannabis researchers and scientists. Their products. Formulated in easy-to-use applications in a variety of doses and cannabinoid profiles, Cannabis products are highly customizable to meet their customers' unique needs. Designed with diverse segments of cannabis users in mind, Cannabis Profiles ensures that whatever the cannabis need may be, Cannabis has a product to address it. Cannabis products. Don't believe me? Just listen to what Forbes had to say about Cannabis.
This cannabis facility in Santa Rosa, California is the coolest tour you'll take all year.
Cannabis has products you can consume in so many ways. So many ways. So many ways.
Marissa, take it away when you can.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Peter the plug.
Hello.
I was curious. You know, you explained working with March and Ash and how well that's working for you and being able to be in your truth. I'm curious, what are some of your favorite contributions that you've made since working at March and Ash or with March and Ash?
Oh, I know, girl. I agree. Nothing.
I feel you.
Actually, I'm trying to bring these cool little stickers. They're going to be little stickers. And you know when you got acrylics and you can't get your card out of the ATM?
How do you know that?
And
Great
so they're these little stickers and they look like fingernails. And you're going to put it on the end of your card. So it has a little pull tab. And it's going to say March and Ash. And it's going to be a cute little fingernail. And you're going to pull it out.
That is insane because these are my real nails.
Yeah, that's
They're
nice.
not acrylics.
Hell,
I like
pop that. I hear that.
Yeah.
These are mine.
Hello.
You can tell because this one's broken.
Oh.
But yeah, these are mine, and I actually had a card that I had to abandon in San Francisco because it would not come out of
Are
the
you
ATM.
serious?
Yes, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to ask anyone to help me.
Well, I've helped so many people when I
I
worked
was
at
so
the
yeah.
anxious,
like
and I
constantly
like
getting
no,
asked, hey, can
no,
you come help me?
no.
The minute,
Just
the minute you
pull
walk
out
up to the
these,
ATM with the
you're just like,
acrylics, I'm like, let me know.
Hit you with the.
I'm right here. Let me know.
How did you know that? I feel like no man knows that.
I'm not a man.
Enough people at the
I'm
I did not
definitely.
know that.
Yeah, I'm not a man. I spent a lot of time trying not to be a man.
Well, that is $1 million idea, and I think if you market that like properly, that's a thing, man.
Hopefully, I can get in the room with somebody from March and Ash Marketing and.
Right.
Hello.
Hey.
Diabolical today.
Yay.
But wait, it's not Peter that makes average moves.
Buy Little Caesars pizza.
Right.
Plug in the socket, man. I'm
That's
liking
right.
the plug in.
That's right.
I love it. So what's next for you?
Probably nothing. Probably nothing. More half finished art and smoking weed and.
She got it.
Fun
She
time.
cracked him.
I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, no,
There are
retirement.
no shots fired there.
Yeah, no, retirement. No. I mean, no. The thing that I am working on right now that I'm really excited to talk about is I'm trying to start the first cannabis-centric late night live talk show.
Dope.
Yeah, especially now Stephen Colbert's out of the mix. Like, this game's too easy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would really like to have San Diego, I think, has a really cool position in California in that we're kind of removed from a lot of the Los Angeles style and the Bay style kind of
influenced by
craziness. But we have such great vibes. We have such great artists down here, especially not just, San Diego, but pulling from San Ysidro and East County and, all that. I think we just have such a beautiful,
Southeast,
vibrant
on the map.
Yeah.
Get
that's
connected
where
with
they're at.
JM Ballerina. She's a local around here, but we actually were doing the Cannabis Synergy before COVID hit, and so we were doing a live action cannabis show for a little bit. It went like 3 months, and then COVID hit, and it just went in. But podcast. But she probably has a bunch of connects or ideas and stuff.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that Shagwellian fucking showed up.
I know, bro.
Like,
I'm like, I really got low-key fanned out right now because I've been seeing this shit
bro,
all
for
the
real.
time. I like every post he's on.
Yo,
what
Shagwellian,
we'll get to him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give you a finish.
But I was just going to say, because I got to drop a line on Shagwellian, but he's the best thing to happen to the Volkswagen van since psilocybin.
Facts.
Bro, so
you
can take that. You can use that.
Yeah, I love that.
We're definitely going to give him a spotlight real quick before we get to the TDOC. But please finish so I can give you your flowers.
So, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to just keep trying to develop that. Hopefully that'll work out. And then we'll watch this dog pee on something real quick.
She would never.
But,
That's why I feel so comfortable. She would never.
Yeah, and keep trying to take out D9. That's just the main thing.
I think that was a great message that you advocated. And I definitely want to give you your flowers because you do work really hard here, bro. You put in long hours. You make sure everybody feels comfortable on the floor. I felt comfortable just meeting you the first time when we was at the beach at Kana? Was that what it was? Yeah. Some mints or gummies.
With the cousin.
Oh, the bonfire.
Right. Oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
I
brought
was
my cousin
supposed to
from
go,
Oakland.
but I was out of town.
Oh my God, San Diego. Her nickname is San Diego for a reason. I'll get to that. But I want to give you your flowers for all the contributions, your positivity, the conversations that I've had with you just walking past. I really appreciate everything that you do here, bro. Thank you. Spotlight's on you, and here's your flowers. You feel me?
Amazing.
Appreciate that.
Now, I call Marissa San Diego because she's everywhere like Carmen San Diego. For a fact.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm never home.
You never know. And every time I'd be like, San Diego, look, I was on LinkedIn and she knows one of my co-hosts. She's like, I'm about to go up to wherever. She's like,
Humboldt.
oh, yeah. And I'm like, what? You know San Diego? Like, the fuck? Shaggy? What day are you on?
I think
smoking?
today is 210. So doing 365 days smoking with Shaggy, a new place, a new person, a new strain or a new piece. So mixing it up, got the idea from Bearded Larry. He's actually inspiration, and he still holds me true to my days. So some days I'll be off on what day it is. And he's like, no, it's this day. So, always shout out to the people that were doing it before me, but had to change it and make it my own thing too.
Bruh,
You're making it so cool, though.
You are, bro. And I really want to say that you are really creating a whole new way on how to market cannabis without being flagged.
Yeah, well, I'm not selling anything. That's the biggest thing. So I'm not saying, hey, go here, buy this, whatever.
Right.
The few
Click
times
the
I
link.
shout out, it's Revelry, who I actually work. So their bags, I just shout out their bags, stuff like that. And now G-Pen. So I'm doing their
G-Pen is crazy.
So now I'm doing affiliates with them. But it's great because I'm just giving a quick shout out where I'm at. Doing the advice and just showing a little bit of love to all different brands too, mixing it up. So anybody that wants to,
please do.
Yeah, so Shagwell's Way. And this is just the daily updates, but honestly, the big thing is growing the podcast and the show. So I'm going to be traveling around. I'm turning my RV into the Mystery Machine and actually meeting a guide this week to get it wrapped. So it will be wrapped by the end of the month. So check out A Trip Down Stoner's Drive on YouTube or Shagwell's Way or Shaggy's Way on Instagram and all my other thing. So
How do you spell that? Just for my listeners.
Shagwellen's Way. So my real name is Shagwellen. That's why everybody calls me Shaggy. So
Shaggy.
it's
Real name. I made him show me the
SHAGWHELIN and then SWAY. So Shagwellen's Way. And it's just following your own way. Mine happens to be being shaggy and stuff. I just happened to go, but following your own path regardless what it is. Because if my dream is crazy and I can do this, you guys can do whatever you want.
Incredible. God works in mysterious ways, y'all. I just released that Jinkies project. You know what I mean? And happened to follow into running into Shaggy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I got a
We're going to have to
project.
get the art. So once it's done, we're going to have to get me and you taking a picture, and that's going to be the album art.
Exactly. Instead of the anime. I
Yep.
only do
Be
anime.
in front of the real Mr.
It's so funny too because he texted me and was like, "Oh, like last week we were talking about this. Come co-host my finale," and I was like, "Dope." And then it's like, "Oh, we're gonna put you on mic." I was like, "Dope." And then I said, "I'm gonna bring Shaggy."
Oh,
He's
she
like,
called me
"Oh,
like an
what?"
hour ago.
I called him 3 hours before we got here. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna co-host this podcast. You want to come kick it?" There's probably like a 90% chance you end up on the podcast.
Bruh, and my guess, I talked to him. I can't make it, bro. Then you guys come in and
No, it works out.
So
and
somebody canceled and
yeah, and I know that's what I kept saying. That's my message for this episode.
Wild.
God works in mysterious
Today's
ways.
a good
so
day,
don't
my
doubt it.
friends.
Right.
Today's
also
a
just
good
have to
day.
shout out too, I do work with herb.co. So if you're a cannabis brand, dispensary, mushrooms, whatever it is, hit me up. We will crush your marketing.
Hello. And you're going to join us for the game show, right?
Yeah.
All you guys are joining. It's really no choice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't know why I asked.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to go.
TDOC, yay or nay? Next, let's go.
Welcome to the game show. TDOC's yay or nay, 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 yay or nay.
Welcome back, TDOC, yay or nay. I'm going to put my host voice on now. Now, you guys, because Shaggy, this is your first time, Marissa and Peter, I'm going to tell you guys the rules. I'm going to ask you this or that questions. You got to choose one, okay? And you can't say both. Yes, this is a strict one this time. Farmer and the Felon or How We Roll?
Wait, sorry, what was it?
The correct answer is Farmer and the Felon.
No, my bad. I just didn't hear what the two choices were.
How we roll or farmer in the
Oh,
phone.
farmer and felon. Yeah, easily.
Yeah,
Farmer.
farmer.
Shout out to Justin Capri and Bobby real quick. ABX or Loud and Clear?
ABX.
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 Have more money or more time?
More time.
Money.
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 Money. Sativa, hybrid, or indica?
Sativa.
I've always been indica, but I've recently switched to sativa. Gotta get shit done.
Nice.
Ruderalis is not an option.
It could be an option. I'll make the other.
I like that.
I usually go for sativa style terps, so that's what usually I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go for more indica style terps.
Nobody pick hybrid. What's wrong with hybrid? Yo?
Everything's a hybrid.
Everything's a hybrid.
Pick me up or
Honestly,
put me
everything
down.
we're smoking right now is a hybrid.
Right.
Unless you're growing and you have like legacy genetics.
That's
It's
what I
all
tell.
a hybrid.
It's anecdotal.
Yeah, for sure.
Cannacraft or Cannacraft? Yeah, that's the.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't roast the money.
There's no choice in that one, but Cannacraft, yeah.
I'm going Cannacraft all day.
Hello, shout out Cannacraft.
Cal. Shout out to Cal. That's the whole.
Yes.
Great job, you guys. Great job on the show. Yes. I had to throw in comical lines in there. Right.
That
Welcome
was
to the
so
show
fun
again,
and
Shaggy.
easy
I really
breezy.
appreciate you.
That was
Marissa,
so
thank you so
good.
much.
Was that it?
Yeah.
And HEB, you did phenomenal, Peter the Plug. We're going to take it to one of my records from my new album, I Thou Shall Wow, produced by Blade D. Triller. One of Larry June's producers. It's called Winners, because you're a winner. Let's go.
This section's only reserved for winners. Doubling back with some top shelf I delivered. Baby girl, act the fool off that liquor. Left my kids on her face a good babysitter. I feel like Blade D cause I'm Triller and Triller. Pulling out a check made her booty cheeks jitter. Water on my neck made her shiver. She asked me how I want her from the back. Then I drilled her. Click up on my hip to give a mix of compression. You got smoke, I'll put you up and leave your mom with depression. I came a long way from getting arrested. Coming in heaven sin, I'ma keep on testing. Hitters who wanna get tested. Hey, baby girl, I'm from Atlanta, they go. Like Nate Dogg, I regulate, then watch it lay low. I'm sauced out with all the chicken on me, no Alfredo. Too savage like I'm Fredo. Erupt like a volcano. Wowzer. Feeling like I'm T-Pain. I just want the chicken, good, you can have the fame. Riding passenger, a real exquisite with good taste. Fast life driven, watch me pick up the pace. This section's only reserved for winners. Doubling back with some top shelf I delivered. Pulling out a check made her booty cheeks jitter. Water on my neck made her shiver. Conversations with a winner, can you dig it? Broke can understand, they can't feel this. Keep your distance because broke plus hate can make them timid. That's why City Slicker Wowzer keep on tucking big extension. Baby trying to get some clout, so she begged me for a mention. She got cake by the pound. Kid, I did it. Slid her in the winner circle, I accomplished her mission. She gave me bop because she wanted to, she didn't have to audition. Win, feeling like I'm T-Pain. I just want the chicken, good, you can have the fame. Riding passenger, a real exquisite with good taste. Fast life driven, watch me pick up the pace. This section's only reserved for winners. Doubling back with some top shelf I delivered. Click up on my hip to give a mix of compression. You got smoke, I'll put you up and leave your mom with depression. I feel like Blade D cause I'm Triller and Triller. Pulling out a check made her booty cheeks jitter. Keep your distance because broke plus hate can make them timid. That's why City Slicker Wowzer keep on tucking big extension. Win, feeling like I'm T-Pain. I just want the chicken, good, you can have the fame. Riding passenger, a real exquisite with good taste. Fast life driven, watch me pick up the pace. This section's only reserved for winners. Doubling back with some top shelf I delivered. Slid her in the winner circle, I accomplished her mission. She gave me bop because she wanted to, she didn't have to audition.
Thanks for listening to the Dodi Connection. Be sure to follow and subscribe whenever you listen to your podcasts. To read the blog associated with this episode, visit olismedia.com. This episode was produced in studios located in San Diego, California. Lena Alvarez is co-producer. Serving as executive producer and co-founder is JC Polk, and Chad Peace is president and co-founder. Olas Media is an IVC media company.
Olas Media.